Meow. Hello, Reefer Raff, how you doing? Reef Raff Ruff. And 10. Wow. He said as well, he had to say it twice. Or my thingy fucked up. I don't know. This time, I'm gonna triple check it. Yeah, you're a rapper. It's confirmed you're a rapper. I'm going to actually confirm this time that it's actually connected. If not, I'm gonna be mad. Come on. Yes. Okay, good. Yeah, now it's connected. Good, okay. Then we're good. Then we're set. Because last time, even though I did press it, it didn't do anything. So now, Genshin works. Actually, that's great. Whoa. Does the sound still good, or do I need to change it a little bit? Meow. I hope I'm on... Where did we leave off last time? Oh yeah, I think we're gonna like fight the dragon now. I'm not sure. What's in here? Oh, I got a free wish! Oh my lord. Oh my lord. What else do we have? Oh yeah, you get the anniversary gift now, right? You get the itty bitty octo baby. So cute though. Very cute. But I mean, I feel like Genshin is a little bit underwhelming with her anniversaries. But oh well, what can you do? That should mean that I can make a temple soon. I can buy 5. Oh. How many wishes do I have now? I have 11, oh my lord. Who should I wish for? Should I wish for the new fella or the rerun? Oh, why am I... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! Oh, I made it. Oh. Oh. Okay, I see you are very set for the new fella, Raph. You're quite excited for it. Do it now? Okay, I do it now. I do it now. Temple it is. Come on, come home. No. I didn't get him. Didn't work. I got a lion's roar though. And a Skyrider's roar. And I get Sing Chow. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Wow, look at all these great things. Yeah, the bait club. The sharpshooter's oath. Oh my lord, I'm always gonna use those. But that also means that I have enough for these. Oh my god, yeah. Should I wait for only temples or should I do singles? And you know what? Amber, you're being replaced. Oh yeah, right, I have to change back to English. Oopsie doopsie. So that people actually understand something. And now he can get the very good English voice acting. And now I gotta level him to level 20. Haha, funny. And he could get the lion's roar because, you know, it's perfect. Yeah. Very funny. You're such a jokester, aren't you? Come on. Can I get that? I got it. Oh. Do I have any keys? No. I don't have any keys. That's unfortunate. Ugh.
Body and mind.
Body and mind. Haha. Take that.
Let me amuse myself
Wow.
a little.
Oh, it takes so long for this thingy to charge back.
Boof.
Boof?
Blink.
Okay, we'll blink.
Windblade.
Windblade! If she says it, I swear to God.
A
Okay, she
reward
didn't.
on the road.
She didn't say it. Then we're good. I have something in my book. Hunt down an electro-sicken mage. Unlock the Shrine of Death, but how do I get a key? Upgrade the Search of the Seven on such level 6. Yeah, I know. Getting scared. I can feel it happening. But yeah, 10. Should I do singles or temples? What should I wait for? Raff can have an expert rapper opinion as well. No, you're wrong. Why did you aggro me? I wasn't that close. What? Come on.
Body and mind.
Do I have any blue wishes? No. Yeah, but I didn't. So your opinion is bad. What can you do for me, statue? How many animoculi do I need to? Oh, I need many. I need 4. But now we shall continue. Oh, I had to finish that one, right? I have to go to the cathedral. Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna do one of those like rituals that people do and see if that will help me get a pull. And then I'll do single pulls and see if that helps. Because you know, rituals are the best. They give you luck for real. It's not just superstition, I promise.
Body and mind.
I will shoot that rock because I felt like it. I'd missed. What does that do? Oh, it gives a wind. But for what? Okay, well I missed, so that's embarrassing. Oh, there's one more here. In the water. We have to go swimming. I have no stamina, so I'll probably drown in the process. I'll get a few fish from it though. I got 1, nice. Is that a chest, or what did I see glowing over there? What's that? Mount. What was that? And I love how you hear like ambient wolves like howling, but you never fight any. I mean, you fight Andreas, I guess, but you know, you don't fight wolf NPCs. So that's kind of weird. But who am I to question the game? I think I'll focus on questing today. Maybe that will give me something. Hopefully. No, there aren't. And I'm correct and you are wrong. Because I said so. If the pigeons aren't back yet, I'm gonna be upset. Because why are they not back? Yeah, exactly. My opinion is always valid. Oh, they're back.
Prepare to be blown away.
No! They flew away! I got 1. I got 1. And 2. I got 2 fouls. It's worth it. I may have wasted my ult, but who cares? Oh, Catherine, you have something for me?
Abyssosk. Welcome.
Well, you don't. Nice. Okay. Bye.
Time to act.
I think I had to do something here for that book thingy. Okay. I'll create 1 shimmering nectar, I guess. Yeah, okay. Nice. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Collect 3 rewards from the Blossom of Wealth or Blossom of... Okay. But first, I will go up and get my gliding license, which is very important for the game. You cannot glide anywhere else if you do not have that gliding license. Trust me. I know exactly what I'm talking about. What? I have a quest here? Oh, that's the main quest. I probably shouldn't interact with that yet.
Body and mind.
Because Genshin is nice like that, and if you walk too close to a trigger, then you will be forced into the cutscene.
Time to act.
That's lovely. Oh, how far away is she gonna be? My lord.
Time to act.
There she is. I have to go inside the cathedral as well. Okay. Oh. Wow. Why you gotta be all the way over there? And are we getting married or something?
Congratulations! Here is your gliding license. You're officially legal now. Yay!
Wow, I'm officially
I'm not
legal.
surprised, though. You are a natural after all.
Yeah, of course. It was super
and
easy.
I'll sign you up for the next wind gliding champion. I glide so fast that no one can keep up. It's just me up there, on my own, gliding around. It's kinda boring.
Sign me up, I'll win it.
Talk. It seems you have no idea how terrifying the championship really is. Well, until I kick your butt in the championship, I wish you a happy, liberating, and above all, law-abiding gliding experience.
Rude.
Make sure you obey the rules. Whatever you do, don't get your license revoked.
Why not? I can just do it again.
Oh, brother. If you ask me, that's a bit rich coming from Amber.
Paimon's voice is so annoying, I can't. Quest completed, wow! I can buy another wish. Wow! Now, what else can I do? Quests do I have? Oh, I'll do the main quest then. Because I have nothing else. We shall fight the dragon,
Body
yes.
and mind.
Because that would be so difficult. Lumine will be eaten and that's the end of the game. Definitely.
Isn't that Jean? Seems she's talking to someone. Let's let her
Goofy
finish,
mask.
then go say hi.
Which is what has brought us to this point in the first place. If you are unable to promptly deal with the Storm Terror threat, then leave the defense of Mondstadt to the Fatui.
Aren't the Fatui like the bad
We can
guys?
put an end to Mondstadt's dragon issues. All we need to do is bring that monster to the...
Monster?
Yes. What's your point?
I'd expect a more professional attitude from your diplomats. Yet here you are saying you want to put an end to one of the four winds of Mondstadt? I won't have any of this nonsense in front of the Knights of Favonius.
It's not as crazy as you make it sound. Fine. That's enough negotiation for today. At this stage,
Okay.
it's simply an amicable exchange of constructive opinions. No? I'll be sure to make thorough notes.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, you're back. Thanks for your help.
Yeah.
The elemental flow is finally stable. The aftermath of Storm Terror's last attack is finally settled for the moment. However, the pressure from the delegation has become too big to be ignored.
Delegation? From Liyue Harbor or Inazuma City?
Shneznaya. They choose to follow the god of Cryo. Their envoys go by a particular name, the Fatui. Heard of them?
Fatui?
Oh, them? They're super famous.
Yeah!
Wait, infamous is more the word.
I don't think killing Storm Terror is the right course of action. The Cryo gods Fatui have always coveted the Animo god's power. I
What?
don't believe they have Mondstadt's best interests at heart.
Wow,
What is it?
you believe so? Wow.
Oh, let us head back to headquarters then. We shouldn't discuss
Okay.
important matters out in the open.
Why not? What are you gonna hide, Jean? For tomorrow without tears. Wow.
Mondstadt and Snezhnaya are considered the same in status. Mondstadt is independent and does not belong to any other nation.
What?
In fact, despite being referred to as a city, Mondstadt is a nation. Though, Snezhnaya's Fatui are known to be the most aggressive diplomats in Teyvat.
Wow. Yeah, I know.
Makes sense given the tone of that woman just now. So rude.
What are you hiding, Jan?
It's a crystal embedded with some kind of
Wow.
power. Lisa, are you able to analyze it?
Let me take a look.
Oh, I love the painted on socks.
I can see impurities in the crystal, but upon further inspection... No, I'm sorry. I can't make a proper analysis at the moment. Give me some time. I'll take a look through the library's restricted section.
The restricted section.
Right. I'll leave the research to you then, Lisa.
Understood. I'll notify you all if I make any progress. Though I wouldn't go getting your hopes up. They're incredibly ancient
I
texts,
know.
not to mention... Ouch! Gosh, that hurt. The impurities in the crystal...
What else?
It hurts when I get close. I see. It appears to react to visions. The impurities and the elemental energy we embody repel each other.
Really?
It's strange, though. You have elemental abilities as well, but don't seem to be affected in the same way.
I can see
Anyway,
my brother.
the crystal would be better left in the hands of my cutie. It will just be a pain if left with us, both literally and metaphorically.
Cutie.
Fascinating.
She called me a cutie patootie.
Do you know anything about what makes you special? I do not know what to make of it either.
There's a brother stalking us.
Well then, the Knights of Favonius have another favor to ask of you.
What are you gonna ask?
Please accept the title of Honorary Knight and the gratitude of the Acting Grand Master.
They give out ranks pretty fast, though. Like, I barely did anything and now I'm an honorary knight.
Of Favonius?
We ask for your continued assistance in finding some answers.
Okay.
Storm Terror's rage and strange crystals. I know Mondstadt's peace hangs in the balance. May the wind open your eyes to the truth.
What do you mean by that, then?
We'll meet back here if you find anything.
So if I go up to the window and look out, I can see my brother. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Which window? I have to be Lamine. I can't see anything. What am I supposed to see then? I'm looking at these windows, but I can't see anything. What? Was there a reflection? Oh. Well, I'm not gonna wait for that. I'm not gonna wait for that. Did I get an achievement yet though? Wow. Time to talk to Paimon. Hello, Paimon.
There's something you didn't tell them. The dragon and the crystal weren't the only things we saw. So you do remember him.
The green guy.
The green guy.
Yeah, the
He
green
looked just
guy.
like that guy down there.
How did you see that, Paimon? You're short.
See? See? Wait. Hold on a minute. That's the same guy.
Wow, who would have thought? Disappeared.
That green guy disappeared.
Yeah, sure looks familiar.
Use elemental sight to track him down.
Num num num. Yes, yes, I will use my elemental sight. Stop it. Okay, let's go after him. footprints. Okay, I follow the footprints. Okay.
His footprints lead to this wall. Did he climb up from here?
Maybe. What's up starting on it? I can't stop. Oh my lord. Just climb up. Spumder. Wow. Where did he go now? Did he go up the stairs? Yeah, he went up the stairs. Wow, where is he? Oh. From what okay. I got an AR from walking. Okay. Wow, he's playing. He looks an awful lot like that statue behind him.
What is to be sung transpired in days of yore, when the divine archons still walked the earth. A dragon cast his curious gaze on the world below, as he parted from the heavens that gave his birth. The dragon sought truth amongst common folk, but mortal trifles only fogged his mind. The wind-born bard strummed his strings dulce, and the holy lyre answered his questions kind. The dragon was but a child full of wonder, and soared the heavens free from care. The bard's songs invited him to sing along, for he yearned to let all perceive him fair. Enchanting legends the bard and dragon were, but the tides of despair soon engulfed the land. The lion fang perished, and the falcon flag slept, as a vile dragon approached Mondstadt in lone stand. Over the cathedral loomed death and his friends. Of the people's agony, the bards soon sang. The soaring dragon heeded his grave cause, and amidst the windstorms a brutal war sprang. Blood of venom sent the sky dragon into slumber, only to awake to be expelled in abhor. Why do people in this age loathe me so? But the holy lyre replied no more. Wrath and woe, vigor and venom, poured from the dragon's bitter eyes. The dragon's curse sprawled in silence, but the lyre could no longer soothe his cries.
Wow.
Wait, you guys are... Oh, that's right. You're the ones that scared Dvalin away.
Sag.
Dvalin? Who's that? Huh? Oh, right! Most people seem to call him Storm Terror. Why do you call him that? Are you two meant to be close or something?
Oh,
Of course
so
you had to
close.
make a joke like that.
Hey, so Paimon thinks this guy has a screw loose.
And you don't,
Ricky the
Paimon.
Bard. 3-time winner of the most popular bard of Mondstadt, to be precise. So, what do you need from me?
Given you recognize us, Paimon doesn't believe we need to explain any further.
Blah blah.
Of course it's about Storm Terror!
Storm?
Hey, cut it with the Amnesia Act! Alright, show it to him.
Oh, isn't this...
I purified it. Oh my lord.
What? The crystal has been purified? When?
Dvalin, the anguish he feels has brought him to tears.
Tears?
He
Tears.
was once such a gentle child, now so full of rage and suffering. I also came across a teardrop crystal. Can you purify it?
I guess I am the chosen one. Oh my god, I'm like the chosen one.
You really do have some wonderful abilities.
Yeah, I know.
Someone like you is going to end up getting written into a bard's poem.
Wow.
Oh, a hero so bright, should she stand in the light. Though stand in the shade, and you'll be met by a blade. Alas, I've really not the time
Deep.
to compose a melody for you at this moment. Anyway, even if Dvalin is not taken down, his life will still wither away in the breeze. He'll burn himself out in the flames of anger. I really must thank you for purifying the teardrop crystal. It has helped me greatly. But I've already come to devise my own plan.
Oh, and what plan would that be?
Seeing this tear has brought to mind a friend so dear.
It bothers me that the whites of his eyes are the same color as his skin, so he has like no whites in his eyes.
Friend?
One must be going.
Hey, where are you running off to?
To the symbol of Mondstadt's hero.
Oh my god.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Huh. What do you make of that? As far as he's concerned, you're a weirdo too, you know. Know what?
His voice does seem familiar.
Familiar? I don't know. You're alone on that one. But did he just say symbol of Mondstadt's hero? Oh, Paimon knows! It's that huge tree!
Yeah!
You know, the gigantic one. You can't miss it. Surely you still remember.
Yeah, definitely.
We meet again, avid adventurer. Are
Oh.
your adventures going smoothly?
Yeah,
That is the
great.
spirit. Keep it up. It seems that you have a wealth of experience under your belt now. Time to introduce you to the formal work of the Guild.
Okay.
The Guild receives requests from far and wide each day, and assigns commissions to adventurers accordingly.
Wow.
These commissioned adventures are the main source of compensation for our Guild members.
What kind of commissions are they?
It is a mixed bag. Anything from running an errand for fellow citizens to dealing with monsters. Some are textbook, others are extremely dangerous. But you do not have to take my word for it. You should find out for yourself. Here you can find the details of today's commissions.
Okay.
Please report back to me upon completion.
I
There will be
will.
a generous reward waiting for you.
Yeah.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. I await your return with great anticipation.
Ja. Ja, det är så här ska jag. I'm tired. Yeah, I know. Oh, Timmy. Ah! You again! You've scared all my pigeons off again! I was feeding them. What do you have to say for yourself? Oops. Well, Mommy always tells me that if someone's really sorry, they will have to show with their actions, not their words. The bridge pigeons are my friends. I feed them all the time. But these days, the ducks are coming and stealing their food. Oh no. And the pigeons never have enough time to eat anymore. I want you to find 3 wheats for me and feed them to the ducks. While you're doing that, I can make sure that the bridge pigeons get enough to eat. Once both sides have had enough to eat, maybe everyone can become friends. Sure! Let's be best of friends. If you treat the animal well, maybe you can become friends with them too. Yep, I have the wheat. It looks like enough. Take it down to the lake and feed it to the ducks. Yeah, I know, but I won't do that because I'm not a bad person like someone else. Talking about you, Tim. scatter. Wow, look at them. Wow. They're eating. Look at them eat. Wow. Okay, let's go talk to Timmy again. You better not be upset with me still. Timmy! Where you at, Timmy? Ah, I'm not sure why I'm yawning so much all the time. Alright, I forgive you. Here, have a monster hash brown. They're my favorite. Mommy says you should always be kind to others. Ah, definitely. Just always be kind to others. Yeah. Ah. I'm so kind to others. Oh, I missed that. I didn't try to kill him, I promise. You didn't see that. The proof. Blech. Aha, got him. But I'm always so kind to others. Every time I'm kind to others. They died. Haha. What? What was that? Okay. Oh, is the stream lagging for you? It's not good.
Oh? What are you doing here? Though I was just wondering if you would happen to follow me. You speak of the god of Animo, Barbados? He already disappeared from Mondstadt a long time ago. Liyue and Inazuma's respective gods of Geo and Electro are still present, but Mondstadt has seen many a moon since they last saw their own god. Why do you wish to know about the god of Animo? Does it have something to do with Dvalin?
Oh, it's because gods...
Just how is it that everyone sees Storm Terror? I'm quite curious. That said, there's no need to rush. I have not been back in a while. It seems there are a few who are unhappy with my arrival.
Oh no.
The wind! I can't open my eyes! What is a creature like that doing out here in such a calm place? You think it was going after that green guy?
Yeah,
His
it's definitely
relationship
going
with
after
the
the
wind
green
seems
guy.
even deeper than yours.
Oh, too rude.
Fall in!
Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Aha, got him.
Seems the dragon wasn't the only thing affected by this change in the wind. Now then, you were saying someone had told you about the dragon?
Yeah.
Is that so? Quite the scholar, I must say that, Lisa. She's not wrong. The conflict has reached this point only because both sides have resorted to the use of force. His hate, however, did not arise from the people not making tribute to the Four Winds. Nor was it born from his own nature, but instead came about as a product of his degradation.
Wow.
Degradation?
The black blood flowing through his heart has been torturing him for years.
Oh,
That's
no.
what has allowed him to be led astray by the lies of the Abyss Mage. Correct. They are from the Abyss Order, an organization comprised of non-human beings. They despise mankind. I don't know where they come from. All I know is that they hold deep hatred toward the human world. Many hilly trolls out in the wild take orders from them and act as their weapons. Before arriving here, I too was like Dvalin, cursed and left to waste. But now, before us stands the symbol of Mondstadt's hero, the place from which Mondstadt rose. The wind amongst the branches is good. I love the way it smells. Being here with you beneath this great tree feels like when the tear was purified earlier.
Yeah.
Like the poison is leaving my body.
Definitely.
Feels much better.
So, how exactly did you get poisoned?
That would be because I tried to communicate with Dvalin earlier, but was interrupted.
I had nothing
As a
to do with
result,
that.
not only did I not manage to help Dvalin break his curse, but instead was also infected myself. Yes, it was you.
No. It wasn't, I promise.
So to make up for it, you're coming with me to the cathedral.
The Mondstadt Cathedral? To do what exactly?
To claim a certain holy lyre de Himmel.
Okay. Let's go to the cathedral. Ooh. Come on, let's go. Let's go steal the lyre.
So this Holy Lyre de Himmel is...
One of the most treasured items in Mondstadt. It's the lyre that Barbados used to play.
Wow.
With it, perhaps I can help Dvalin draw his gentle nature back out of this nightmare he's going through.
Yeah, that
Will
would be
it stop
great.
Storm Terror from causing more damage?
Of course! I'm the best bard in the world. There's
Definitely.
not a single song I do not know, no matter if it's from the past, present, or future. Look me in the eyes. Do you not find me trustworthy?
So how can we get the Holy Lyre?
It's said that it's enshrined deep within the cathedral, somewhere safe. I'll go take a look around. You can come if you want.
Wow, let's go steal the lyre then, I guess. It's not like I have much of a choice either way.
Let me handle this. Hello there, sister.
May the Animo God bless you, young bard. How can I help you?
Actually, I know a secret that can save Mondstadt from its current predicament.
Oh, what a blessing from the god of Animo! But you should report that to the Knights of Favonius. Why have you come to me?
Because you, dear sister, are able to help. I'd like to borrow the Holy Lyre. With it, I'll be able to help Storm Terror.
Please see yourselves out.
Poor
What?
Venti.
It's a vicious dragon indeed, but once the acting Grand Master makes up her mind, nothing can stand in the Knight's way.
That's simply not acceptable. Wouldn't Storm Terror end up getting killed that way?
That foolish beast betrayed the winds. Not even the god of Animo themselves would forgive it.
Please, I beg of you.
I'm afraid not, little bard. Strange. Somehow I feel so bad rejecting this sweet child.
Yeah.
Then, I guess I'm left with no other choice. I cannot hide anymore. My disciples, rejoice! Behold, the god of Animo,
Wow!
Barbados, has descended. Shocked, aren't you? Don't you just want to cry out and rejoice? How does it feel to finally meet the god you've been serving?
If there's nothing else, I'll be going back to handle the cathedral's paperwork now.
Poor Venti.
Wait!
No one believes him.
Huh? She didn't even bat an eyelid. But I have at least learned what I wanted to know. She didn't deny that the cathedral is enshrining the Holy Lyre. Now, since you're the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius, maybe you can give it a shot.
Yeah.
Barbados bless you. I know you. You and Amber saved Mondstadt that day.
Yeah.
So what brings you here? Tasks from the acting Grand Master. Is that so? Not that I don't trust you. It's just that a suspicious bard came looking to borrow the Holy Lyre as well. He's full of nonsense and even called himself Barbados. He must be up to something.
Yeah,
There are
definitely.
regulations in place for the use of the Holy Lyre. Currently, it's only used in Ludi Harpastum. Signed documents from the Grand Master, Seneschal, and community representative are all required. So, may I see the document from the Knights of Favonius? A
They
signed
never
document
mentioned
is
that.
required. Without it, there's not much I can do. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really am quite busy as of late.
Damn, didn't get it.
It didn't work. I knew it.
You knew it?
I just wanted to know how influential the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius is. You see, the best warrior should always be presented with the best sword. And yet here we are. Does the story not make for a fitting ballad?
So what
Sure,
are you trying to
Venti.
say? That we're not good enough?
No, that's not it. More of a commentary regarding Mondstadt's inability to see the warrior standing right before its very eyes. Very well. Looks like borrowing it is not going to be possible. We're simply going to have to steal it.
Yeah,
Today
let's
we
steal
stand
it.
for free will. Any suggestions on just how we steal it? Come now, speak up. That's what free will is for. Look at you, sidetracked from the start. But seriously, you're more suitable for the job than I. Aside from singing, I don't really have any other talents. Besides, if I was caught, I'd have no one to right the grave injustice of my arrest.
How can it be a grave injustice if you got caught stealing red-handed?
But
Good
things
point.
are different for you. You are the superstar of the Knights of Favonius. You have made contributions to Mondstadt. Should you
Yeah.
get caught, you would easily be able to talk your way out of it. The guards here, it seems they're off duty throughout the night. If we manage to seize this opportunity, it should be smooth sailing from here.
Yeah,
Stop
definitely.
mentioning us getting caught!
What do you say?
Sure.
Yes. Seems I did mention that.
Oh,
your
the
point
sun is shining.
Why does your decision hinge upon whether or not I am a god?
Paimon will fill you in on her background story when we get the time.
Yeah. I'll get the lyre. Ah, okay. 18 to 6. Let's wait till 18 then. Let's go in. Yeah, go look at that. I want the chest that you're guarding. Thanks. Haha, I didn't. Let's go up there, I assume. Okay, no one's there. How do you see me? He doesn't see me. didn't see me. Promise. Ah, easy. Super easy. Should have made it harder. Ah, of course we didn't get it. Of course.
Disappeared.
Freeze! What are you doing here?
No, run!
Uh-oh. That didn't go as planned, did it?
Oh no! We're busted! Run!
What? Follow me.
Yeah, let's go. Wow! That's a great escape if I've ever seen it, and so epic. What can I say? Okay, let's go in. Who do we meet here?
Master D-Luke, this is this week's accounts.
The disaster has greatly affected business.
Okay.
Well, let's hope it all ends soon.
Hi! We'd like a seat at your, least conspicuous table.
The second floor has fewer customers. You'd be less conspicuous up there.
Okay. We'll sit
But
there.
aren't you a bard? Why not sit front and center?
Let's save the paid performance for next time. We'll be heading up now. See you in a bit.
Not suspicious at all.
Keep an eye on them. There's something strange about that bard. I'll go ask around.
Ask who exactly?
The protectors of Mondstadt.
I think he has something against the Knight of Favonius.
Master D-Luke, have you seen two thieves around?
What happened? Why have you mobilized so many guards?
Haven't you heard, Master D-Luke? Two thieves are trying to steal the Holy Lyre.
Huh?
No,
How
no.
odd.
Isn't it? The Holy Lyre is a treasure that was played by the god of animal themselves. Such a precious piece of cultural heritage.
Why
Yeah.
would one want to steal something they can't sell off? Would pay better to steal from my cellars.
Huh?
Sorry, off topic. Believe they headed that way.
Understood. Thank you, Master D-Luke.
Yeah. Let's go.
Today, I think I'll have a glass of...
You can put down that bottle you stole from behind the counter.
something cold.
Right. I want answers.
Let me finish my drink first. I'll pay you. Well, with a performance.
Great
It's not
payment
about
deal.
money. You seem too young to be drinking.
No need to worry. When I started drinking, you were still... Oh, you want to ask, who's this? Am I right?
Yeah.
He's Master DeLuke, the boss of... the owner of this tavern.
What?
He's very famous. By the way, his dandelion wine is one of my favorites. Although most of the time I can only afford a bottle or two.
I just heard about some thieves
But
from
are
the
you
guards.
God? Shouldn't you be able to, like, buy whatever you want?
For the record, I like your guts for trying to steal the Holy Lyre de Hamel. Even if you are fools. But we don't often get to see people like you.
It wasn't us that stole it. The real thief is still out there.
This is the hotshot of the Knights of Favonius. Why would someone so aspiring steal Mondstadt's sacred treasure?
Yeah, why would I do that?
Hotshot. Oh, so it's you. So, you and the bard are close friends?
No.
Well, despite only being a passing traveler, you still offered your help to Mondstadt in its time of need. A shame you joined the Knights.
Oh, now we're back. Okay, yep, of course I did.
The Knights of Favonius. Inefficient right from beginning to end.
I had to do something, that's why I mute myself. Meow.
And towards the Fatui, weak and conservative. Forget it. I don't feel like talking about it.
Okay.
Seems you don't really like the Knights of Favonius.
No,
Just
why do you hate
differences
them?
in approach is all.
Sure.
I have my own hopes for this city. Now, answers. Why did you steal the Holy Lyre?
You sure you want to know? It could implicate you in the affairs of the Knights of Favonius.
That's fine. I somehow always end up implicated in their affairs.
If I tell you the story with a performance, will you believe me?
It depends. I'll make my own
The
judgment.
square in the bubble makes things it doesn't fit
Then
in.
will I get paid?
Your reward will range from anywhere between 5 mora and the Holy Lyre. It all depends on your story.
Very well. Let me put on a show.
Okay, let's see.
What did I just witness? This is confidential information. Why did you let me know?
Why? Perhaps the winds are changing. What say you, Master D-Luke?
Yeah, but
Interesting.
see, his model is so weird. Like the Mondstadt models are so weird compared to the Fontaine ones. Like
Give me some time.
you can definitely
organize
see
some
that they have
contacts.
improved.
Outlander, as one of the knights, it seems you're not a suspect. Blonde is the only description on the wanted poster. You should be safe. As for the bard, however, it'd be better if you stayed in the tavern.
No problem. I like taverns.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's meet here tonight after the tavern closes.
Okay. Sure. I leave. And then I go back in. Because of course I couldn't have just started the cutscene, you had to walk back in.
You're here.
Wait,
Yeah.
you're...
Well, first of all, I contacted more than one person. Secondly, she came here as Jean herself, not as the acting Grandmaster. A Jean you would never see, even as an honorary knight.
What a surprise. I heard about the Holy Lyre, but I never suspected it was you.
So, the sound of the Holy Lyre can purify Storm Terror and return it to normal? Is that true?
Sure.
Your honorary knight is putting themselves on the front line to try and resolve this Storm Terror issue. Now that's the hot shot of the Knights of Favonius I'm talking about.
Feels like we're breaking the law, though.
I
Connor.
understand this kind of absurd explanation is hard to believe. But we can ask the bard to play the song again to try and persuade...
I believe you.
To persuade our stubborn command... Wait, what?
I can't think of any reason for Dvalin's betrayal, given it was once one of the Four Winds. However, if it was poisoned in the battle over Mondstadt all those years ago, and then corrupted by the Abyss Mage after it woke up, we can't really blame it. But as acting Grandmaster, I obviously cannot make such a statement publicly. Diplomatic pressure from the Fatui makes it hard for us to seek a peaceful resolution to the Storm Terror issue. People would think I've lost grip on the gravity of the situation. That's why I can only do this in private.
Okay. Let's do that then.
That's one of the reasons I don't like the Knights of Favonius. What surprises me is that you would believe in Outlanders so easily.
My cautious and meticulous superior, even you trust him, don't you, sir?
Did you just trust him? What? I'm sure.
I already told you not to call me sir. Never mind. We don't often get to work together after all.
Wow. This is really awkward.
Suspicious.
I have a rough idea of where the Holy Lyre de Hamel is.
Nice recovery. She's really talented at changing the subject.
The conflict between Mondstadt and Snezhnaya stems from the conflict between the Seven Nations
Ah.
and their respective gods. The Cryo Gods Fatui seem to be after the Animo God's power. Right. If the Knights of Favonius publicly prevented an attempt on Dvalin's head, the only other way to affect the Animo God's power is to take the Holy Lyre.
The number of Fatui that have come to Mondstadt is far from limited. I've already managed to coerce a few reports out of him.
Diluc has determined that the Holy Lyre is not being held in the Goth Grand Hotel. I imagine they don't want to leave something stolen in a place where it could be so
I'll open my
easily
window
found.
because I'm overheating in my room, so I'll be right back. It was better.
Gets it. If too much of a scene gets made, then it becomes a big diplomatic issue.
Yeah.
Such is the diplomacy between the 7 nations. Outlander, ready to go?
Yeah, definitely. Damn, you're 13. You gain ranks so fast in the beginning, like, it's actually insane. But I'll go collect my reward now. Hello, Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Oh, I got a free blue wish. Oh my lord. I'll definitely get something great out of it. Oh man, I got a 4-star in Leon Sands. That's not too bad. It's a bow though. Give him a 4-star bow. Can work. Yeah. Mint. Oh no, Timmy, where are your pigeons? Where did they go? Nothing happened to your pigeons, right? Can't be that far away, and I'll just walk. On the hilly hurls. Just one shot. They died.
Is this an answer from this world?
Oh no, she said the thing. She said the thing. Luck is over. She said the thing. That will definitely not get the new fella. Climb. Climb. Can't be that far away, come on. Ah, there's a challenge here. And then I'll try it. Just for good measure. Oh, I have to defeat 3.
Windblade.
Charge!
Oh, that worked.
You're in for a little shock.
Come on.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
I'll definitely not make that.
Let's spark things up a little.
No.
Advance!
So close. But alas, I ain't strong enough yet. Why naked? There it is. Should probably level her a little bit, even though I don't use her. Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's kill them. will do a great job. Was easy. Even get to try Luke. Oh my lord. Hello, fella.
No, no, no! Don't eat me! You're human?
Yeah.
The entire floor's defenses have been broken. I thought it was the Abyss Order attacking. How did you guys know the liar's here? The place it's being kept is locked up tight. If you're after the key, keep going further into the ruins, but don't come after me.
Coward.
I don't know which one of the guards has it, but I'm sure you can find the guards and find out for yourselves.
This guy looks like he's about to wet himself.
You just worry about yourselves. One of the 11 is already in Mondstadt. Signora, when she gets her hands on you, she's gonna string you up and torture you. When that time comes, don't you dare say a word about me.
Why not? Let's
Did
go.
he say Senora? What a strange name.
Number 8 of the 11 goes by the name Senora. The fact
Okay.
that the Fatui can run amok across the 7 nations like they do is entirely because of the 11. We need to act quickly before...
Hello.
Who are you? What are you doing here?
Give up. No one's coming to rescue.
Did you already beat all the other guards?
Yeah. Kick their snide butts.
What? I'm not scared of you. A debt collector will come to my aid.
Oh, I dealt with him already.
Fine. Not like I have a choice anyway. All right. You're free to go.
I see, that's
But
what I
don't
thought.
have the key, unfortunately. You'll have to...
He says the key isn't here. Shall we try another room?
Yeah. How about in here then? Hello.
Who are you? How'd you get in here?
I walked.
Never heard of that association before. What are you lot doing here?
Where did the Goodwill stuff?
Oh? Keep talking. You're here for the lyre, aren't you? And just how do you plan to borrow it? Okay, sounds like a plan. All right, you're free to go. But I don't have the key, unfortunately. You'll...
That's easy.
He says the key isn't here. Shall we try another room?
Just.
Ah!
Oh, I hate these. They're so hard to kill. They have low HP, but they're so hard to hit.
Turn this room inside
Oh,
out.
this one did I get a mask?
Find the
Oh,
moment
I have
where-
one as well.
There's one room left that we haven't tried. Surely the key must be in there.
Of course, because why wouldn't there be? Did I check everywhere?
Windblade.
Oh, I have to fight them and then be able to look up here. Okay. That makes sense. Of course it does. Go. Continue forward. Up the elevator we go. Oh, probably that one.
Where did you rats scurry out from? Senora's not going to tolerate this kind of interference in our affairs. So I'll be the one to take care of you. Save her the trouble of having to deal with you herself. So soon.
Yeah, I will escape. Burn. I got him.
Can't run from death.
Yep, I can run from that.
Finally, the
got
lighter's
it.
back in safe hands. Where did that guy go, though? He was here a second ago.
Senora is going to end you. The songs bards sing of your demise will be so terrifying. The people of Mondstadt will never sleep again for the nightmares they give them.
Big talk for a guy who still ran off in the end. Chicken.
Yeah, I'm definitely a coward. Out we go. Ham nam nam. Can I have any wishes? No, I can't. It's sad. Oh wait, I can actually. With those things. Yeah, how many do I have now? 5. I need 5 more. That'll be easy, definitely. Oh. I'm paying through the tavern.
Welcome back. This is the Holy Lyre. You managed to retrieve it.
Yeah, of course I did.
Pattern of flowing wind carved on the rosewood, and the strings still feel cool to the touch, too. The memories.
What do you think, Venti? Can you summon Dvalin?
Although this lyre is the real thing, I doubt that it's going to work. As you can see, the lyre has been through 1,000 years of history. Its animal power has run dry.
Oh no.
In this condition, you couldn't play music fit for even Diluc's tavern with it.
Bards fight to get on the stage of my tavern. Don't make assumptions.
Is that really important right now, Master Diluc? And you! Did you just borrow the Holy Lyre to play music for drunkards to hear? What do you mean?
Anyway, we won't be able to call Dvalin with it.
Damn.
The lyre itself is fine, but the strings... You're up, Outlander. Relax, it's not broken. It's just that the intensity of its animal power has greatly diminished.
All kinds.
Do
I
you
have to put
still
like the
Dvalin's
tears in
teardrop
it.
crystal with you? Great! Try to use it on the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, let's try it. Blop.
It worked as expected.
This youthful glow.
Praising yourself? Really?
I was talking about the Holy Lyre.
The hell, Paimon?
Thanks to our traveler friend having purified the crystal, the Holy Lyre won't continue to lose power. That said, its power is far from replenished.
How can we gather more?
I can surmise that Dvalin will already be crying, suffering alone in some deserted place.
Dvalin.
Poor baby.
Oh no, poor Dvalin.
This is not something that an honorary knight can accomplish alone. I will mobilize the rest of the knights to assist. When you get the teardrop crystal, please let our honorary knight perform the purification process.
Yeah.
Heroes supporting each other and setting out on a journey together. How exciting!
Yeah,
Let
it's
me come
great.
up with a song for you.
Is that all you're going to do? Just sing?
Wouldn't be much of a bard if I didn't, now would I?
You're so cheeky. You deserve an ugly nickname. Oh, Paimon knows. From now on, you'll be known as Tone Deaf Bard.
Oh no, she did it.
This search reminds me of a
Loading takes
6 months ago, a thief stole treasure from the East Temple of the Four Winds.
Whoa, what was it? A cup used by Barbados?
No. Although if such a thing existed, it would be very valuable. Among all the relics they managed to dig up, one particular object was very rare. It was a vial which contained the Animo god's breath.
Relics come in every shape and form, huh?
Anyone with an eye for fine art would like to add this relic to their collection. Once word got out, the Fatui started trying to seek it out as well. They've made tons of counterfeits that can be found everywhere. In response, I just bought every one I could find, irrespective of its authenticity. We're still at it now. I've bought more than 2,000 fakes to date.
Oh.
And the Fatui are yet to find the real one.
Why do you bother buying so
Whoa,
many fake
you
ones?
guys are insane. So it means the real one must be out there somewhere on the black market, right? Paimon will give you a discount on them if she finds any, because Paimon's just great like that.
Sure.
Yeah.
You can try to find the real one. I'll take what you find, even if they're fake. Once you're done, find me at the winery. I'll trade you a beer for every 20 you find.
Okay. But why beer? Don't you make wine?
Charge!
I have to do 3 of those as well, so I may as well just do it.
Press the advantage!
Time to act.
Surrender and be gentle.
Okay. Ah, got him.
Witness the power of Gua.
Wow, I did it! Wow! Just follow the ceiling. Oh, it's just right over here. Okay, that's easy. Plop! Oh! Didn't get a chance, I got like a wind cone. Oh, and of course I didn't deploy my glider because why would I? Why would I? What? Oh, there's the chest. Okay.
Excellent.
Excellent. Indeed.
Body and mind. Yeah.
Water.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Windblade.
Oh, I got a chest for them too. Wow.
I'll keep this close.
Who would have thought? Get chests for almost everything in Mondstadt. It's actually insane. How far away is this temple?
Prepare to be blown away.
Off they go. Up we go, up the mountains. I'll make it. There we go. Go to the Thousand Wind Temple. Aha! Away with the shield. Okay, let's go. What did I get? I got an achievement as well. What did I get an achievement for? Let's see. Set a wooden shield wall in mid-turtles the shield on fire. Okay, easy. I got the burb. I can feel it. Are you manifesting it?
Advance! Pull in! Everyone on me!
Blitz. Let's spark things up a little.
Let me weave you a verse.
Poor Wingard. He didn't stand a chance.
A reward on the road. Paimon didn't think we'd find the volunteers in a place like this.
As knights, we are taught to hone our investigative skills.
Wow! Very impressive.
Okay.
In my experience, the secret to finding what you are looking for is to never look for it in the first place.
Oh, okay.
Don't think too much about it and don't search too hard. And before you know it, what you're looking for will appear right before your very eyes.
What?
Okay.
Don't worry about it too much. The more flustered you become, the less likely you are to find it. Pay
Well,
attention to what you see
fair,
in
I
your
guess.
peripheral vision, and you might just stumble upon what you're looking for.
I don't know. It doesn't sound like that would work.
No, seriously, it does though. In fact, it's how I used to find my tortoise whenever he went missing.
Wait! You had a pet tortoise?
Yes, why? Something wrong, Paimon?
No, it's, well, just surprising is all.
Why?
Paimon can't imagine Jean having a pet tortoise.
That's rude,
Surely
Paimon.
you find it hard to imagine too, Master Diluc.
No, I don't. I had one too when I was a kid. What's so strange about it?
What?
Everyone in
You
Tavan
too?
had pet tortoises. Confirmed. No, so what I meant to do. Yeah, I know where I have to go. Just teleport to the nearest one. That is not what I meant to do. Okay, let's walk to it then. Fish. Flowers. Okay, let's climb up the little hill thingy, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, there's an animalcula here. Oh, I got wood. Huh. Okay, climb. No. Rude! Very rude. Oh, I got one more. Another one. Wow, they're everywhere.
Time to act.
I'm glad you believe in me, Tan. But alas, we shall see. If I am so lucky. He's still after me, oh my lord. How am I gonna get that one? Oh. How am I supposed to get that one? What? No one of those flying things around there. Huh. Strange.
Time to act.
Oh well, maybe we'll find out how to do it later.
Body and mind. Time to act.
Come a little closer. You've been a naughty boy. Here. Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Ring cutter. May my final stand be a monument to chivalry.
Okay, sure.
Excellent.
I need to feed them. they're getting low on health. I mean, yeah, but I don't have Venti or Zhongli now, do I? Do you see neither of them on my team?
Windblade!
Oh, that doesn't do anything.
You're in for a little shock.
Charge!
Kill him.
Press the advantage! Pull in!
Windblade!
Rude.
You come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Got him. Ah.
Oh my.
They need to chill with Lisa's voice lines, like it's actually not okay. Especially the Japanese one, that's just softcore porn at this point. Another one. Wow. Hopefully this one is a little bit easier to get. Yeah, it is. Aha. I think I have enough to level up the statue soon. That would be great. So I can continue my book and get higher adventure rank. Status must have. Okay, well. Why couldn't you climb that? I was higher up than I thought. Oh well. I hope I have enough stamina then. I did. That's great. Oh, chest. I just walked past that for some reason. Of course I did.
Hi.
Because why wouldn't I? Oh, that's a question. Oh well, I'll do that later. I'm gonna focus on the main quest now. Oh, it's up in there. I don't think I can get there because of the little barrier thing. Oh well. Time to go up here. Hello, Hilly Hurl.
Windblade!
Bye bye, Hilly Hurl. Up we go to our destination. Oh. What is that? What? Oh, probably up there.
Prepare to be blown away!
Blitz.
No, my sword! Witness the power of Guhua!
Advance!
Try not to enjoy this too much. Yep.
Windblade!
Come on. Oh, I hate the shielded people when I don't have a fire. Or like a pyro person. Who did you just time out?
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
He accidentally timed. I think it's the bot though, but he accidentally timed out a bot. Yeah.
I'll keep this close.
Really? They're upset with me? It could have been a bot though, so I don't think you're in that much trouble. Really? People are gonna be upset with— okay. You know what? No. There was an pie.
At the ready.
Oh, no, maybe it wasn't then. Then you just timed out someone random on my Lord 10. Mod abuse, mod abuse. Bad 10.
Company, fall in.
Gonna get complaints because of you 10. Oh my lord.
Follow my lead.
Time over left. Oh my lord.
Let's distribute these among our forces.
We shouldn't time out roulette here. That's a bad thing, 10. Will I be able to do that? I hope so. Oh yeah, well, oh no. How are they climbing this with no gear? Like what? Because that was too much. Okay. I would definitely not make that. Time to find another way around. Oh, it's easier to climb a pit. Why didn't I just do that? Oh my lord. There we go. This is easier. But I need to heal these. It's just like literally almost done. Okay. Just climb up here then. Ah, I made it. Go to the ruins in the woods. Okay, I want this seems to be on top of a mountain to me, but I will. Let's go find out where it is. Come on, Goro, you can do it. He didn't. You have so little stamina. I miss having stamina. I think I forgot to pick up that one Animalculus back there. Oh well, I'll get back to it one day or another.
Follow my lead.
Cape Oath. It's down here.
Follow my lead.
Oh no.
The tide of battle is in our favor.
Rain outlines your fate.
Everyone on me! Charge!
Of course, Anima doesn't work on that one I'm trying to do.
Come a little closer.
I do so much damage on my head.
No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Got him. I have to enter the runes. Oh, I have to do the thingy. Okay, sure. Okay, let's go. Hopefully we'll find a tear here as well. I mean, of course we will. Why else would the game put us here? Oh, there's a chest here. How lovely. It's rude. I'll climb up to the fella and kill him from here. Oh, there's even a chest here. Oh, nice. Wow. That was easy. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh.
No, my sword!
Of course you were left. Come on.
A minor setback.
Windblade!
I will not let that slide. How dare you? What? Where? Oh, there's a wind carrot there. We have to use that. Oh, another chest. They're so generous. And to sell on the weird stone-looking thingies. Ah, HachiKuma. Wow. Form me a bridge. Where is my bridge? Oh, there is my bridge. Wow. And another bridge. Oh my god, it's so nice to me. I feel like royalty here. Just creating a bridge for me like that. That's so nice. Almost fell down. That wasn't very nice.
Advance!
You could stop healing them though. That was easy. Oh, there's...
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Wait, there's the power of what? Gudwa?
Windblade!
That was easy, look. I'm just so good at this game. No one is ever better at this game than me. Wow, I got another teardrop.
We're done gathering. That was hard.
It's too early to relax. We're still not done with Storm Terror.
That's true.
Besides, the Fatui could also be planning something.
I never know. Oh, and I
Hey,
ranked up to
Diluc,
level
I
14.
heard that the Fatui have recently proclaimed you persona non grata.
Whatever that means, Gene.
What an honor. Nobody was ever proclaimed persona grata by the Fatui anyway.
The Fatui? The diplomatic delegation from Sneznaya? What have they got against Master Diluc?
Everything.
The Fatui are a problem not only for the Knights, they also present a real threat to the whole of Mondstadt. And when it comes to threats against Mondstadt, Diluc is...
That's enough, Jean.
Poor Diluc.
You knights are subject to too many restrictions. You can't directly confront this so-called diplomatic scum. Personally, I despise them. If I were to choose between eating a cryo slime alive or joining the Fatui, I'd prefer to be crushed to death by a meteorite.
Okay, but that wasn't one of the options.
Your wording is so very dramatic.
Okay, look, you have to choose one of the options. There was cryo slime or eating, or like join the Fatui. You can't just suddenly become crushed by a meteor. That's not how it works. Come on, Lord, stay to your own like sayings. Okay. Berries. What's that? Oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. Let's walk all the way back, why not? What is over there? What's this? Oh, won't bother. Actually, you know what? I changed my mind. We will not walk over there because it's so far away. And I'll teleport there so I can get prey with my little animalculi thingies. Wow, now I got more stamina. So much more fancy now. EP Kuma. That is true. Very EP. I woke up in the middle of the night many times tonight. And work was stressful. So that makes me EP. Ha ha, hum 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 hum. Open. Oh, and then I did one of the Shrine of Death thingies as well. Yeah, I did it! Wow!
A reward on the road.
A reward on the road? At least she didn't say, is this an answer from this world? But I lost my mind for real. What will happen at the Dawn Winery? Let us go and see. Oh, there's an animalculi on top of his house. Or winery. Let's go get it. Oh, a chest. I'm sure there's chests everywhere, monster.
An answer from this world?
No, Lumine, shut up. Don't say it. I swear, how do I get up on the roof? Okay, well then I give up. I don't want to do it anymore. Maybe I'll try from another angle. Maybe that'll help more. Wow, that was easier. Look at that! I did it! Hello.
Woohoo! Dvalin Protection Squad, assemble!
Yeah!
Crystals together. Oh, the color of these crystals looks muddy. Dvalin, you're going through so much pain.
Ah, poor Dvalin.
Let's start purifying these crystals first. Please.
Yep, I will purify them.
It is hard to believe such a thing is possible until you've seen it with your own eyes.
Interesting. It's like filtering wine. The process is refreshing.
Sure.
I think we should have enough tears now. So next we use the crystals on the Holy Lyre like last time.
Yeah, let me give it a try. bloop, bloop, bloop.
It worked!
Yeah!
It seems completely different from before.
The liar's animo power seems fully restored. We should be able to use it now.
It's
all
perfect.
thanks to you.
Now, where should we summon Storm Terror? It must be away from the city, else there will be casualties should we fail.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Perhaps here at the winery?
If the winery was destroyed, it's not something I couldn't eventually fix. But I'd still rather not go through the hassle.
The wind that blows at sea or in high places should be able to carry a bard's words far away.
Yeah.
It's never going to work if the air is too dry or suffocating.
Paimon understands sea or high places, right? Then the best location to play the lyre would be...
A
If you
cliff.
go east from Starfell Lake, there are mountains south of the beach.
Oh, you mean that beach you were snoring away on and Paimon had to wake you?
If you head to where the cliff juts out, that place is known as Star Snatch Cliff.
Okay, let's go there then.
What do you think, Bard? Meets the requirements, no?
Let me think. Star Snatch Cliff. All right, let's do it there.
Very well.
Perfect.
Then let's meet at Star Snatch Cliff when we're ready.
Yeah.
Please don't be late.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry. I didn't mean to...
It's fine, Jean. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking the Star Snatch Cliff. But I'll first do that one, because I felt like it. I have to do 3 of them in my little booklet thingy. So better late than ever. I definitely didn't mean to hurt myself.
You're in for a little shock.
Close it in 7 chance. Just too good at this, what can I say? Let's go up again. To be able to go to Star Snatch Cliff. Should be up there, I assume. Let's just sprint that. I'm not sure we'll actually be able to confront Valen today. Maybe we'll just get up to the point and then be able to do it. I think maybe, yeah, I'll see. I shall see. What's that up there? Weird. Oh well, time to go up and see. Oh, I saw that a sprint salad. It's like actually not okay. Ah! No. Oh, it was one of those challenge thingies. Oh, but I have to go back down? No, never mind. Then I won't do it. Up and we go. Almost there. Oh, where?
Everyone is finally here.
What a view.
Yeah.
Lovely for a fated reunion, isn't it? Well, we must be prepared for a fight.
Regardless of the outcome, things finally seem to be taking a turn for the better.
You say
Mondstadt
so.
has really been going through so much recently.
Huh. In the end, the solution to our problem was as simple as a traveler in a song. I suppose the Knights of Favonius may have played a part in it too.
Oh, we get it, Master Diluc. Everyone, please step aside. I, the best wandering bard of the mortal world, shall begin my performance with the Holy Lyre.
Yeah, let's go. He arrived.
What has been done cannot be undone.
Then why do I see sadness in your eyes? Sadness that speaks of your yearning for this song.
They are communicating. Huh?
Oh no, the liar!
Do not be fooled by him, dear dragon. He left you to rot alone. Now he attempts to deceive you once more.
Beetles.
Let your wrath fester. Mondstadt has already turned its back on you.
You.
Oh.
You were planning this all along to have me slain by them.
No, listen to me!
The time has come for the dragon to serve its true master. While you beware your pathetic shadows, watch the world tremble with fear.
Oh no.
Dvalin.
Yeah, we summoned the dragon.
Venti, please, be careful.
You've known my true identity for some time now, haven't you, Jean? Though, I thank you for continuing to use the name Venti.
How's the Holy Lyre? Can it still be played, or does it need to be repaired?
Unfortunately, I think it's beyond repair.
You're right. If we don't fight the evil at its source, then we can't save Dvalin at all.
In which case, I shall call upon Outrider Amber to track it down.
No need.
Why is that?
I eradicated one not long ago, in one of the Four Winds temples.
What? When?
If you want to track those monsters down, then I'll seek answers from my contacts. I've got other means for getting the job done.
Alright.
Diluc. Though he dislikes the Knights of Favonius.
Oh, I never realized you can see Fontaine from here. Huh.
Oh? Why does our little Paimon sound so doting all of a sudden?
Wait for my word. I'll be sure to let the Abyss Order know that their blatant disregard for Mondstadt will not go unpunished.
Oh, Brumder? Is that Brumder?
Your Highness, your humble servant returns. When your homeland returns to this world, we shall revel in its glory.
Brother. Oh my lord, brother. Brother? What are you doing, brother? I need to be AR 18, okay. Yeah, I know how to level up. Nom nom nom. I have another one. Okay. Where is this at now? 7. Almost there. Oh, I got one of those constellation thingies. Wow, I'm stronger. But now I can do the challenge thing. Climb. It's quite far. One can see it from here. We shall make it. We have to make it. Oh, there's stuff. I forgot to pick up some stuff after killing the mobs, I guess. Oh well.
A reward on the road.
Time to pick them up now. I think I would have to make another. No, I'm missing 10 Primogems. Then I shall do this thingy over here. Or isn't it nearby? According to the map it should be. So then we will look for it. Oh yeah, it's over here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect.
Try not to enjoy this.
That was easy. And then I did the thingy with the... Yes. Okay. Perfect. Do I have any quests that I can do? Can I make missions? I guess that will give me some XP thingies. Will give me some Primogems as well, and that's always wanted. Let's just go get it. But again, stamina is always so low. It bothers me. Bothers me greatly, even. Yum yum. What's that? Why are they so perfectly squared? I don't like that. Or mine though. Radish. Here we are.
Come a little closer.
Really? You just had to interrupt me like that?
You're in for a little shock.
Pull in!
Ring cutter.
Get him! Get the slimes!
You've been a naughty boy.
That was easy. And now, over here, I will also pick up the teleport waypoint along the way. Because, you know, I may need it in the future. It's rude. What did I ever do to you to be aggro at me? I don't appreciate that. Okay. Well, that was unnecessary, don't you think? It was uncalled for. Here we are. You know what, I'll get that chest as well because it was just so tempting.
Yeah. Right. You're in for a little shock. Blitz.
Windblade.
Easy. Didn't stand a chance. Oh, there's one. I just climbed this little tree root thingy. I'll be able to get at.
Everyone on me!
No, my sword.
No, my sword.
Surrender and I'll be gentle.
Poor fellow. I got a chest out of it though, so I don't care about him.
We find long lost ancient literature.
long-lost ancient literature. I highly doubt you will find that, Sinjo. Oh, another chest. Wow, how nice.
Time to act.
There's no waypoint. Wow. But alas, since I can, I will buy another wish.
Body and mind.
I will do another 10 pulls a day. I promise. I am missing 2. And I shall get water cannon man. It's a must. Berries.
Time to act.
Berries. Pick up so much weird stuff along the way. But everything will be needed at some point, I assume.
Time to act. Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
That was easy, of course it was. Troublesome work. What's that? Ah, I'm AR-15 now. Wow. Hello, Catherine.
Sorry to bother you again. I am delighted to hear that. In which case, let me try to make this quick. We are most grateful for your commission completion to date. The guild's reputation has grown stronger as a result.
Okay.
However, another consequence is that we are receiving an unprecedented number of requests.
You want us to do some recruitment for you?
No. Although I appreciate the offer. It would be fantastic to have some new members, but scrambling to officially recruit new members at this stage would not really solve our immediate problem. So what I want to ask is, would your friends have the time to help out? No, that is not what I meant. I know that your friends come from all walks of life, and asking them to become official members may be impractical.
What?
My request is of the more presumptuous kind. The guild needs a favor.
Okay, Katarina.
Right now,
what do you need?
we urgently need to find... We organize expeditions to explore areas around the city and in the wilderness. It is a way to keep ourselves informed of any emerging dangers, unusual activity in the domains, and so on.
Okay.
Since expeditions are not commissioned by a third party, there are no strict deadlines for completion. However, we neglect them at our peril. If trouble were to foment unchecked, it could easily turn into a major disaster.
Okay.
Pretty important then.
I'll ask my friends.
All you need to do is convince them to help. I will take care of all the details.
Okay.
Now, without further ado, let me show you...
Sure. You know what, Amber? Do what you were good for.
You can dispatch someone. You can also choose the length of time for the expedition. As your adventure rank increases, more dangerous expeditions will become available to you.
Sure.
After all, with epic power comes epic responsibility.
Sure, Paimon.
And of course, matching risk with experience is also for everyone's safety. Thanks again for your help. I hope you and your friends can help out with our expeditions as much as possible.
Of course, Catherine.
You did a fine job. Outstanding. The requester even asked me to thank you on their behalf. And, as promised, you are due your reward. Thank you for completing today's commissions.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Except you totally should.
This is a token of the guild's gratitude.
Okay.
We receive many new commissions every day, and without the efforts of each and every adventurer, there is no way we could respond to them all. If you complete enough commissions each day, you will be eligible to claim a special reward from me. Your adventurer handbook keeps a record of how many adventures you complete each day. Make sure you claim your daily rewards on the days that you complete sufficient adventures. You are more than welcome. After all, you are the one helping me. And please note that helping a fellow adventurer to complete a commission also counts towards your eligibility for a daily reward.
Oh.
We encourage you to work actively with your fellow adventurers. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Sure.
Ad
Thanks.
Astra Abyss.
I want to claim my adventure ring.
Ad Astra Abyss.
Any new commissions? Greetings, adventurer. The tale of your deeds are now known to all of Mondstadt. Continue in this fashion, you'll be destined to become one of the great adventurers of your age. Got anything for me to do? If you wish to become a great adventurer, comes a time when you must move beyond the place you know. Now you have amassed such a wealth of adventuring experience, perhaps it's time for you to explore somewhere new. Take this letter and deliver it to Leah Catherine. Is it Catherine and Leah too? Yes, I'm sure you will have no trouble finding her. Anyways, once Leah Catherine has this letter, she will be your point of contact there in all your adventure needs. Of course, whenever you are back in Mondstadt, I will still be delighted to be of service. I would ask you to refrain from opening the letter en route. If anything were to fall out, it could cause complications. Adventure. It's time for you to become the next step towards the stars and the abyss. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Sure. I'll help Cyrus with his needs. Why not? Yeah, I know. Catherine's is the final boss. It's confirmed.
Windblade!
Advance!
Poor slime.
Windblade!
Okay, let's get in another suspicious place. Okay. Okay, thanks. What did you make me stuck there, my lord? Let's go. Hum. And like, why couldn't he have done this himself? Isn't he also part of the adventure guild? Like, what? A lazy.
Prepare to be blown away!
Poor Haley Earls. The last one is not too far away. Let us go. Meow meow. If only the sprint would last a little bit longer so I can actually get there. In a timely manner, not in 50 years. But alas, that is too much to ask for, I guess. Look at them, they're doing their dancey dance. No, I didn't mean to cook.
No, my sword! Rain cutter!
Rally!
Go back to Cyrus. See what he has to say. Oh, so you didn't want to play Val after stream that off? Or do you think you'll be done for by then? monsters still in the area, so it seems the effect of the storm have yet to disappear. Haha, so there's still time then. Time for the Adventurers Guild to show its quality. It is up to us to take these monsters out in the wild on, while the Knights of Favonius are still focused on defending the city and the area of Mondstadt. But yeah, Ruff, do you still want to play Val after stream, or do you want to just watch the movie? And what do you mean by high alert? Yeah, okay. And what do you mean by high alert 10 is randomly just timing random people out for no reason? Damn, that's the best modding job I've ever seen. Oh yeah, but what if people actually do then? Yeah, I will. Just send a message when you're done with the movie. And that it should be fine. Oh! Ew, quiet. I think she's hungry.
Shh! Keep it down! I'm hunting! I've always heard about the wide range of ingredients you can find in Mondstadt, and it looks like it's true!
You a hunter?
No, I'm a chef! A chef on a mission to find rare and exotic ingredients from all corners of the world. My name's Xiangling. I'm from Liyue Harbor. And you?
I am Hachi.
Hello, my name's Paimon.
Wow.
Paimon!
Paimon!
Why are you looking at me like that? What an exotic creature. Is it edible?
No.
What a bummer. Can't eat it if it's your friend. You seem like good friends. I have a good friend too, called Goba.
Yeah.
Isn't that the name of a Liyue snack? Both the snack and my friend have a special place in my heart.
Oh.
Anyway, can you do some hunting for me? There's lots of game around here that would be amazing to cook with.
Sure.
I can't catch anything to save my life, and I don't want to miss out. Sounds like a bit of an ordeal. Don't be like that. Come on, I'll whip you up a tasty snack later.
Okay.
Ooh, you had me a tasty snack. Don't worry, we're the bestest hunters ever. Don't worry about it. Your friend has already given me a response. I don't care how it's done, so long as you bring me back some raw meat.
Sure.
Great! Then I'll leave you to it.
Okay. I think I have some on me, to be honest. Hello, Xiangling.
Wowee! This is great! Some of it I'll shallow fry, some of it I'll deep fry with mushrooms. Ooh, and I wonder how well it goes with slime condensate.
I want to try slime condensate.
You have finally come around to my food preferences! Sorry. I got all excited thinking about new recipes. As promised, a tasty snack. Go on, try it. And tell me what you think.
Okay.
Are we your food testers now? Oh gosh, this is delicious. Can you tell us how to make it? Sure. The only thing is I haven't written down the recipe yet.
Why not?
I got it. I'll make another one now so you can watch. I'm sure you'll pick it up straight away.
Sure.
This seems pretty hard to make. It'll take more than that to learn how to make it. And we don't have a frying pan or any condiments. Come on, it's simple. We can fry on a slab of stone and cook using some boar fat. Build a stove from rocks. Use dry grass for kindling, twigs for firewood. Sweet flowers will do for sugar. As for salt, I found a load of rock salt in a cave the other day. There's still plenty left.
Huh.
I just can't help myself when there's a chance to try something new. But I can't exactly bring my whole kitchen with me every time I leave the house, either. Give me a second while I get everything ready.
Hey, what do you think? This is the boar's natural habitat. You can't hunt them here. You'll send them all running.
I mean, I didn't even hunt any of them.
We hunters know better than to kill the chicken to get at the egg.
Oh, I get it. The freshest, best quality meat comes from free-range boars that grow up in the environment nature intended for them. If they all ran off, it would be a major blow to gastronomy. No, to all mankind.
Sure, that's one way to look at it.
I got excited and didn't think of the impact we'd have.
You should apologize to Draff. As our leader, he always stresses the importance of respecting the rules of the hunt. I'm afraid he is very upset right now.
I made a mistake, and I should go and apologize.
Sure.
Thanks, guys. I'll cook up some more tasty snacks for you once this is over.
Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. Paimon will remember even if you forget. Draff ought to be in Springvale. Let's go!
Let's go to talk to Draff. Oh, Draff, where you at, buddy? Come on, Draff, where you at? Actually, I have to pee. So then, we shall wait a little bit. Meow. I have returned from my deep slumber. Hum hum. Ugh. Okay, let's go apologize to Giraffe. Oh, I have to go higher? Oh. Let us jump up then. Oh, why did the chat disappear? That's kind of sad.
You must be Xiangling.
Xiangling, oh
Sorry,
no.
Mr. Traff. This was all my fault.
I heard the whole story. And now that you're here in person,
Ooh, he's gonna let her have it.
please help me promote my meat.
Oh.
Huh?
Sorry if I was a little brash. Let me explain. Springvale has built its reputation on top quality meat products, but this reputation is so far limited to Mondstadt.
Okay.
When I heard that the great maestro Xiangling herself was in Mondstadt, I asked Alan to send you over.
Maestro?
Haven't you heard? She's the one behind Wan Min Restaurant, that one-of-a-kind folk restaurant in Liyue Harbor.
Oh wow.
Her unique take on cooking ingredients is behind some of the best-loved dishes in all of Liyue. They are very highly rated by travelers, too.
Oh!
You're too kind. I just try to cook things that are cheap and cheerful.
With a top-notch chef cooking top-notch cuisine with top-notch meat from Springvale, our reputation would spread far and wide.
I don't know. I only ever think about how to make tasty dishes. I never limit myself to specific ingredients, and I don't know the first thing about promoting anything.
You use boar meat all the time anyway, surely. I can't see what the issue is.
The issue is... what would you think if I added a bit of slime condensate?
That's... I mean, couldn't you add something a bit more normal?
There's no such thing as normal ingredients to me.
How dare
You
he?
can turn anything into a delicacy if you cook it in the right way. I will not stand for having my creativity shackled by what ingredients I can and can't use. Food cooked like that is destined to be boring. Period.
Fair.
Well, since you feel so strongly about it, forget it. But it really is a pity.
You know, we did come to apologize. Couldn't you be a little more flexible? It's one thing to apologize, but it's another thing entirely to change the way I approach cooking. What's that smell? It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous! Oh my lord, what's up here?
Hello. May I have a taste of your delicious cooking?
Sorry, I've taken all the orders I can for the next few days. The earliest I could put you down for is 7 days from now.
7?
Is that
That's
okay?
far.
Wow, it must be delicious if it's that popular. Yeah, good point. Why does Draft want Xiangling to help when Springvale already has this lady?
Maybe he feels that Mondstadt cuisine can't compete with that of Tevat's biggest business hub, Liyue Harbor. But I disagree. I don't think my cooking is at all inferior to anyone else's.
Well then, show me what you got. Maybe I could give you some feedback.
Sorry, but customer feedback like, "Oh, that tasted good," is no use to me. If I wanted feedback, I would ask a professional chef. Hang on. Are you Xiangling?
That's me.
It's really you! Well, I guess you do know what you're doing when it comes to cooking meat then.
Yeah.
As it happens, I have one of today's prime cuts remaining. So tell me, how would you cook this?
That depends on the ratio of fat to meat. With this cut, I would probably roast it over a hot stone with a little salt, some Joyun chili, and Kingston flour.
Ginseng flour? But the melted fat would make the flavor of the flours 10 times stronger than when eaten raw. It would overpower everything.
I know, that's why it's a garnish. I would never marinate the meat in it. I've tried it before. If you baste the petals in oil and then cook them with the right heat and duration, it gets rid of the bitterness completely and leaves you with a lovely crispy topping. Then throw in some Joyun chilies grown at a high altitude where the low humidity and varying temperatures lends them a unique dry heat. The petals absorb the saltiness from the sea salt, the chili spice, and the umami of the tender, freshly grilled steak, while also adding a floral aftertaste.
Wow.
That's pure overkill. You're going all out on the trimmings and doing no justice to the meat whatsoever. Who wants to eat a roast when you can taste everything except the roast?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop arguing. Well, there's only one surefire way out of a cooking dispute. I declare a cook-off.
A cook-off?
If you can't beat my cooking, it'll show that Draft was clearly wrong about you.
All right. But if I win, you have to use my winning dish to promote Springvale.
And if you lose, you have to add my winning dish to the Wan Min menu. With a caption saying, "This special addition to the Wan Min menu is generously provided by Chef Brooke of Springvale, meat expert."
It's a deal. I'm off to get ingredients. I will see you all. Wait! Let's try and catch up.
Off she goes. Time to run after her. Oh, he attacked me. It's rude. Got him. Oh, I miss having more stamina. Oh, what did you do that for? Hem. I mean, yeah, it's my first time playing. Definitely my first time playing. I've never played this game before, not at all. Never in a million years. What do you mean? Yum yum. Only missing 2 wishes to be able to do a 10 pull again. But I only have half an hour left, so we will see if I will make it. And down we go. Towards wherever Xiangling is. Hem. Am I gonna get there? Oh, she's down. I thought I had to climb the mountains. And it would be tedious. Is there a path over here? Can I walk it? Oh. How will I get that? Oh, well, I guess I'll get it another time. The water's quite shallow here. You can just walk straight over. It's like a little path. Yeah. Prog.
I think we're getting close. Have you decided what you're looking for yet? Of course not. Then how are you so sure of yourself? That's just my style. If I decided in advance exactly how I was going to cook something, there'd be no element of surprise to the dish. In the same way, if I knew what I was looking for before I found it, it wouldn't be a surprise.
Fair.
But that's so risky. Relax. This is how I came up with all the signature dishes at Wan Min Restaurant. Let's look around here. I'll let you know when I find something I like.
Sure. Oh, I got him right before I disappear. Oh no, I'm going into part of the map that I highlighted. Oh my lord. Scary. Foul.
Check out those lotus heads! Look how fresh they are! This should be enough!
Sure.
It's not every day you come to Liyue. Let's keep looking and see what else we can find.
You've been a naughty boy.
Have you been a naughty boy, 10?
Try not to enjoy this too much.
Yeah, have you? Tisk tisk. Time to get berry.
Wow, Joyun Chilies! Wow, that's such a cute name! Maybe so, but those little fellas pack quite a punch. From what I've observed, spicy food is a rarity in Mondstadt, so this will be perfect. Go and pick some. Get a good handful.
Okay.
I still feel like we're lacking something. It's missing a little boom shakalaka.
Okay, whatever that is.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is a little boom shakalaka lacking. Brooke may be a stickler for convention, but she is a talented chef nonetheless. There's no doubt she will source the fanciest quality ingredients. To win this, we'll take a truly mind-blowing dish. Something like sea serpent salad, stir-fried Kingston flour, or wild mushrooms in a rich slime jus. A slime jus? I know how weird it sounds, but I guarantee you it tastes incredible. I'll make some for you next time.
Can't wait to try it.
You won't be disappointed when you taste it. Although it looks a teensy bit gross. Never mind that. I've just remembered there's somewhere I never checked out last time. My gut tells me that's where we'll hit the jackpot.
Sure.
Let's take a look.
Let's go there then. I want that chest. So I will get that chest first.
Right, yeah.
Rain outlines your fate.
Wow, chest.
I hope we find long-lost ancient literature.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. Another chest. I want that chest. I want that chest. I need every Primo gem I can get.
Come a little closer. Blitz.
Poor Hella Hurls. Beat them to death. Rip in peace. Oh, I actually managed to kill it. Huh. Who are you?
What's that?
Olaf.
Somebody's injured.
Hello, Olaf.
So cold.
He's shivering. We need to warm him up quick. Make a fire. Hot soup would be even better. How about I look after him while you make him a nice warm bowl of soup? We passed a Hillitro camp on the way here. There'll almost certainly be a campfire there to cook on.
Sure.
Great. Yes.
I think I have his soup.
So cool.
I'll have to go make one. Make a delicious radish veggie soup. Oopsie doopsie.
Let me weave you a verse. Not good.
Ow.
Advance!
Poor hilly hurls. But how can I not reach it? There's a chest over. Oh, I like the chest. Oh, nice. I wouldn't say no to that.
Oh my.
What is it? Am I just blind? Oh, here it is. Yeah, I even set fire to the fireplace without even having to do anything. That was perfect. I just had to do that little swirly swirl and then it's already there. That is like big brain moments. And I even got a chest out of it, like it's so nice.
I'll keep this close.
Can I not make it? Oh, I've just looked over it. Kinda dumb. Perfect. Yeah, I'll cook more of it just because. Just because I can. I'll learn the recipe, why not? 2 more. Wow. Cooking is so easy in this game. Time to head back. Oh, I kinda need to wait for my stamina, that would be smart. That will for sure give me a chest. Have to break it. Come on, give me the chest I want. I know you will give it to me. See? So predictable. Time to head back down to the cold fella. Hopefully the soup will warm him up. There they are. Yeah, thanks. I know, it's trash. I just started it. So that's fine. Had to start a new one for the streaming capability.
That soup really did the trick.
Yeah, enjoy the soup.
Yes. I was chasing a boar. And after chasing him all this way, he slipped into those underground ruins over there. I followed
So I
him
have
inside,
a main
but ran
account,
into
but
a
don't tell who you.
cryo-regis-vine.
I don't think they're that strict with it
It
anyways.
froze me instantly. When I woke up, I ran straight outside, but I only made it this far before my strength failed me.
How big was it exactly?
Yeah, exactly. What would we tell them?
They do now.
Yeah.
I'd heard of them before from others, but this was the first
Don't
time
even have a
seen
5-star
one
yet
with
on this
my
account.
own
That's kind of
eyes.
sad. I've only done 1 temple there, but we don't talk about
We
that.
should definitely keep our distance from the ruins. It sounds dangerous.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
Okay.
That's it. The missing ingredient. The icing on the cake.
What would you even find in
Can we
there?
really eat a tree that's that aggressive?
Of course she is. That does not
One
surprise
way
me.
to find out. Let's go.
They over-sexualize Lisa for no reason. Like, why only her? Everyone else is a little bit sexualized, but not too much. But then you have Lisa.
Do not worry about me. I'll be fine. But you must stop her. She is putting herself in grave danger.
Oh no. Okay, let's go in and see what's... Strange place, to be fair. True. At least it's an adult. We're getting somewhere in life. We're getting somewhere. Sometimes Genshin loading screens take too long for comfort.
Slow down. It's dangerous in here.
Ingredients don't stay fresh for long.
But Paimon's voice in English is so annoying. I can't. Well, yeah, but who plays on their phone? Like what? If you play on your phone, you cannot deserve it.
Seems foraging for ingredients takes more than just luck.
Let's spark things up.
Wow.
Windblade, yeah. Race you, nice and spicy.
Get him, Goba. Did it. There's still one up there, my lord. Why are you up there? Stop it. Ow. Did you die already? There you go. Melt it. Yeah, I know, right? It's like the best comedy I've ever seen. That too, I hate, like when they pan to like, yeah, I know where I'm going. How am I gonna? Okay, well, damn. Bye bye, Gooba. Come on. It also takes long for it to reload. No, okay, that didn't work either. Kill him twice now. Oops. This time it must work, right? Yeah, there you go. See, third time's the charm. What can I say?
Everyone on me! Follow my lead.
Wow, look at how great the combat is. My lord. I do so much damage. A whole of 22.
Yikes! Look over there! The icicles up ahead are falling!
Oh no!
Let's be careful not to get hit. It will definitely hurt.
Yeah, I know. I mean, hey, always complain about what you've done. Like, how can you complain if you haven't experienced it for a few hours first, you know? But that begs the question, how much money have you spent on this game? Or have you actually been... Wow, you actually paid nothing. I'm proud of you. I wish I could say the same, but alas I can't. But technically, I've spent nothing on this game.
My ingredients are attacking me! This is perfect! Come to me, my little treasure. Help me put him in his place.
Yeah. It's just a new account. How would I spend money on it? Like, yeah. Okay.
Even better if it's paired with a bit of swine.
Why are we singing Christmas songs?
Your version just ruins it. Wait, there's something else here too. This must be the boar that Hunter was chasing.
Poor boar.
But Paimon's never seen one with this pattern before. Where have I seen this before? Aha! It was in the Historia Naturalis of Liyue.
Wow.
This pattern is unmistakable. It belongs to a breed of boar that went extinct 300 years ago.
But how can it be extinct if it's here, huh?
How is this one still alive after so long? Paimon's pretty sure that's not really possible.
Fair.
I read that this boar
Just
was
play
hunted
without
to
voice
extinction
acting.
because its meat
Fixes
was
it.
so highly prized.
But like they
Colin
made
said
her
the jungle
voice so
criers
annoying
died
for
and
what?
it's great. Now let's get back to Springvale.
Like in Japanese, it's a little bit better, I guess. I haven't heard the Korean and the Chinese ones, but in English it's actually horrendous. And that too. She is pretty annoying. And like, what makes her so special? Why is she the only one of her kind or whatever? Like, why does she look like that? Little creature flying in the air. For real, it does. The only other Genshin character that bothers me to bits as Paimon does is Barbara. I cannot stand her. All she does is just talk about her spicy energy drink that heals for shit.
Are you sure this is Springvale?
Exist.
Yes, for the millionth time, yes. But I don't know any of the people you're looking for.
That is true. And I feel like this story, I haven't played much of the story, but it's so slow.
They
like
all
we're already
live
like
in
in like
Springvale.
50 cities
They
so
are my
far and we
neighbors and
still have no
friends.
clue where my brother is.
This is strange. What is going on?
What is it? What? Can humans really live that long? Does that really make sense? It all makes sense now that you're speaking my language.
True.
Still, it's hard to believe.
But it doesn't seem like there's any other sensible explanation.
Okay, so what's your...
Olaf.
Olaf? Oh, I'm sure I've seen that on my family tree. I can't remember which generation it was from, but it was definitely on there.
So, a great-great-great-great-grandfather, but with a whole lot more greats?
And I feel like English voice acting in general in this game is just horrible.
Reunited at long last! Isn't that just amazing?
Like they're so high pitched for
Wanna
what?
come and watch a cooking competition?
Ah, yes, that reminds me. Brooke told me about the competition, and I've set everything up at the venue. You should come with me.
And if we want to get on the topic of hours being shit, then like would look at the fucking anniversary gifts you're giving. You're getting a measly temple and a little pet. For playing this game for 3 years. Yeah!
I was born ready. Oh, and Sigfria will be my assistant for the competition.
Then let the cooking commence. I will be your judge today. And don't worry, I may have known Brooke for longer, but I will remain entirely impartial.
Much appreciated. Well then, Traveler, Paimon, prepare!
Sure.
Wait, we're taking part in this too?
I know.
Of course! If Brooke has an assistant, you guys will
It's
have
exactly
to
like
win.
Rockstar. They care more about one game than the other.
Going gets tough. Paimon doesn't remember applying for that job. Okay, Paimon will do it for the sake of the food.
Yeah. Okay. Let's cook then.
First problem is ingredients. We need something special to dress up the steak.
Yeah, you've converted to Honkai Star Rail.
I've got it! Radish is what we need. Mashed or grated, it'll add a touch of freshness. And we can carve little flowers out of it as a garnish. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Sure.
Go find me a radish. There should be some in the area. Oh, and make sure you wash it because it's going straight into the dish.
That doesn't surprise me. And yeah, the combat is better in Honkai. What am I supposed to do?
Fetch me some.
I have radishes. Do I have to go actually get them? Okay, sure.
Slime! Scared the bejeezers out of Paimon.
Sure.
This is way too close to the venue. What if they stir up trouble during the competition?
Sure they won't, Paimon.
I don't think we should risk it. Go get them. Now, how about Xiangling? Look out! The pan's on fire! Oh no! It's gonna burn! It's gonna burn! It's gonna burn! Get the fire under control! Not using water though, or this dish is a goner.
Sure. How do I do that? Did that do it? Oh, I just had to go and click and extinguish fire, really? Right. Did that do it?
Whew, thanks. That was a close call. But I had a little taste, and I think we can get away with it. Also, I'm thinking our main is a little weak. Make me a mushroom chicken skewer. And make sure it's got that ooh la la on the outside. Then hits you with the cha-ching in the middle.
Sure, whatever that means.
Just make it taste friggin' awesome.
Okay, whatever you say, Paimon. Hey, I have a chicken mushroom skewer.
You're a natural.
Okay.
The meat is on track, but we're aiming for perfection here, and I just think it lacks a certain what? A certain boom shakalaka. Yes.
Sure.
Boom shakalaka, or perhaps a little shakalaka boom pow. I just mean
Paimon
it'd
just
be a
makes
waste
everything
of
worse.
Such amazing ingredients to just serve this as is. Let me see. What would be ideal is some kind of regional specialty. Regional specialty?
Sure. Whatever
Yes.
that means.
Something that's native to this area but isn't often used in cooking.
Like what?
I don't care if it flies, crawls, or bounces. Even insects I can work with. Interesting choice. I'm sure I can make something of it. All right then.
Can I give her? Where even should I look? Can I just give
Thanks,
it?
you guys.
Have a frog, why not?
Do you really want to add that? It's a little odd. It'll be fine. This was an excellent find, guys. Now, if you'll excuse me, Chef Xiangling needs to concentrate. But I'll be sure to annoy you again if I need anything else.
Sure.
It looks like Xiangling's main dish is almost done. Let's go and see.
Hello,
I
Xiangling.
almost forgot. Side dish. We need a side dish. Are you sure it's no trouble? Here, take this. I just scrolled it down at the last minute. And here are all the ingredients you need. Is this the recipe for that snack you gave us earlier? Yes, with some minor improvements so it uses up the leftover ingredients from Liyue. This is so complicated. How are we supposed to cook this with no experience? The technique
Just
doesn't
do it,
matter.
Paimon.
What matters is that you do it with passion. And that's what my father taught me. And you must be passionate about cooking if you've helped me this much already. I trust you guys. I know you're confident.
Yeah, I could definitely
Come
do
on,
it.
This is the final push.
Wow.
They're so fragrant I could smell them coming a mile away. We're all set. And now to serve the meal. This competition is ours.
Okay.
This was a fine feast. I have dined today like I have never dined before. Both chefs' dishes today were nothing short of exceptional. They were true masterpieces. And that is what makes this an extremely difficult decision. But this is a competition, and there can only be one winner. And that winner is Xiangling.
Wow.
Whoopee! I win!
I thought I was sure to win with pork chops so fresh they were practically still grunting. But it turns out that's still no match for the taste of extinct boar.
Excuse me? Did you say this was cooked from extinct boar?
Yep, every last bit.
My goodness. A single mouthful must be worth 100,000 mora. The amount you'd make if you sold this could support every hunter in town for years to come.
The main thing is that you enjoyed eating it. I don't care about the mora. Anyway, now our judge has given his verdict. It's time for everyone else to eat too. I made plenty.
Sure, let's
Meanwhile,
eat.
I want to try Brooke's dish.
This is absolutely delicious. I'll admit it, I was beaten by the best.
Losing is no fun, but it was worth it for the chance to eat such superb cooking. Please, Xiangling, I want some more. This is gorgeous too. Such a perfectly layered texture. Were it not for that exquisite boar and excellent side dish, it's hard to say if I still would have won. Paimon's turn to eat.
I will have a taste too. Oh my. This is the taste of Springvale. Or rather, it used to be.
Damn, poor fella.
This is the last time I will be able to taste the food of my era.
Hey now, cheer up. If you like the taste, I can always make you some more.
Really? But the boar, it's extinct.
The boar may be, but the taste isn't. I can simply recreate it using different ingredients. Putting a smile on customers' faces is what we chefs are called to do.
Thank you.
A good time.
Fella's having an existential
But
crisis.
everyone's gone now. Let's go and say goodbye to Xiangling. Thanks, you guys. Without your help, I don't know how it would have gone today. And without you, Paimon wouldn't have gotten to try so many new tasty snacks. Also wouldn't have gotten so full. Not sure. I'll probably start heading back to Liyue, but I might change my plan on the way. I don't like to plan things too thoroughly. Who knows? Maybe you'll bump into me out in the wild again. Must be nice to be so carefree. You are a gifted chef. You made an amazing batch of jade parcels. Come and visit me at the Wanmin restaurant sometime. I did promise I'd cook for you. And if you want, I'll teach you how to cook some of my latest inventions too. It's a deal. See you again soon.
Farewell. Oh my god, I like co-op. Wow. Yeah, I don't want to play co-op, so that's fine. Okay, but what do you want me to do? Ascend it? Sure. Happy now, game? But that now hits our 3-hour mark, so it was actually perfect timing. So yeah, I shall end it now. I hate Paimon, and I always will, but that's fine. I have to enjoy that annoying voice to get free Prima Gems from Hoyo, because that's all that matters. Well, anyways, next stream will be on Sunday, and that will be Baldur's Gate, and hopefully we'll get out of that shit situation we got stuck in last time. That was fun. So yeah, anyways, fare thee well. Have a nice night, and for us it's like autumn break now, I think. So for my Norwegian viewers, have a nice autumn break. Meow.